I don't get it.
Look, you don't know the concept of parallel worlds, right?
Yeah.
And trust me when I tell you, there's a parallel world right now wherein you're not doing exactly the same thing what you're doing here.
Do I really have to?
Please, trust, it's scientific. And trust me when I tell you, this box can precisely play with constants around the concept and tweak the perception of time. Two parallel worlds jammed into one.
Yeah, this small box. Very convincing, I must say.
More convincing than your tone, sir. This device was meant to work in secrecy, and hence it has the innocent outlook. You have to trust me because I'm the man behind it, and I have no intentions of conflict.
Oh wait. What did you say this device does? Travel time?
Precisely speaking, no. Close enough? Yes.
I need to have a test before I take a decision for my company.
Promise me this stays just between us.
You have a deal.
This is the picture of Ram. This is the guy I've been asked to direct the marathon for. I've researched all the marathon routes along our route. Should be here in 10 minutes by now.
If not,
I'm gonna be in deep hell for certain.
it's surprising to see a scientist dealing in hell.
Heaven and hell.
So, what does a hell look like?
Mine looks like the place of my worst fear. Small and big. Water everywhere. Storm, everything.
You know what? Mine looks like filled with weird guys holding weird gadgets.
Hey,
What are you pointing at?
my brother.
You're dreaming.
I lost you.
Big difference.
Is the
And then?
Shit, this shouldn't be happening. Something has gone terribly wrong.
What happened? What do you ever mean? You are the scientist who made this, right?
Either we did this right,
should be
which
knowing.
means we should have broken out from the time freeze and started running again. But that didn't happen, which means we did something wrong. Wrong? How? Either we entered him into a longer time freeze, which is causing the space-time delay, or we pushed him over the threshold of 2.1 minutes.
Wait, it's already 3 minutes since you did the machine thing.
Shit, we're in deep shit. Come closer. Kill this guy.
What do you mean? I'm calling the police.
You ain't calling the police.
What? What are you doing? Why?
Calm. I did what I had to do.
What? Kill the kid?
I didn't really kill the kid.
What do you mean by you really didn't kill him?
He got stuck in a universe of his own. A glitch. As I told before, time is just a bed of parallel universes we are moving on. He got stuck into one of them. Okay. Prove it. I don't know.
You proposed this.
And yeah, but you have to trust me because I just showed it to you in work.
You seem to be more like a priest. The cross, the prayers, and the occasional hallucinations.
What's wrong? I'm a cross between science and faith. I believe both can and both have to coexist. You know where the key of this project lies. Science made it superimpose parallel universes. Science made it selectively change the perception of time. But still, if any of the other people around Ram reacted differently, would the situation have been the same? Just think for a moment.
Yeah.
This is what science calls uncertainty. But still, what has to happen always happens. That force, I call it God. Some call it fate. Some say it never exists. But because they're blind enough to overlook it.
Whatever it is, I can't let my boss speak to you before you can confirm. You got this marathon right.
How the hell is the door open? How the hell is the door open?
What the?
Holy shit, how is this possible? What's happening?
This was what the back door was designed for. The back door was what I was leading you to subliminally, a state of your fears, a state of mind, to pull the plug, a reality check, an emergency beacon of hope.
Where's Mark? Where am I?
You're here, back, safe. Mark was never real. He was just a piece of your imagination.
Where was I?
You are in a world we created. He stays right here. You were on a mission for this, my friend. A trial run. To carry out an assignment. To convince a promising buyer. And to find out technical glitches. You did the first two pretty badly. But the third one was big help. And I mean big.
If this technology is flawed, how can you sell it? I mean, I won't allow you to sell it.
What? You won't let me sell it?
Of course, I invented it. I have the sole rights.
Think, John, do you ever remember making this with your own two hands? Think. Sorry to disappoint you, Brother John, but you just agreed to help us in this masterpiece of science. You were just a little pawn in this long game of ours. You should stop worrying about these things, sir. You are a man of faith, but if I start listening to your words, I would lose my respect in the industry. No offense, I respect you. But for your age, such sincere priesthood is uncommon.
There you go. This is where it finally comes to science versus faith. Do people with relatively better brains have to act like morons? Does the Lord, who made us all, does it on us? Tweaking poor things for his daily dose of fun.
If only he could. If only he existed.
Superiority over fellow beings, the seventh sense God never gave. I regret having made a wrong decision. I don't even remember how I agreed to this.
No, you should. The science community will thank you and every one of us myself in making this.
Yeah, love the way you thank people. Leave them in a state of mental instability for the rest of their life? What next? An ambulance is waiting outside?
Fake memories, John. By the time you finish sipping that wonderful coffee, you will be rid of everything in your brain that could pester you. The ghost of all your memories will be gone, and with it, our meeting, the new world we created, everything. Sometimes ignorance is bliss.
No. It always is.
Till then, you just don't have to worry about anything to
Till when?
Till the right time comes, 2057. A long wait, you'll never realize. A wait you have to travel with your instinct. A wait you just have to let it take over you. And when it is over, you'll just realize how much you scared, what you have become. We'll see in that moment if your glory. Another beat for you.